In the heart of Vienna lies a beautiful and a peaceful green space, Volksgarten, or People's Garden in English. As a part of the Hofburg Palace complex, it's an oasis amongst the majestic historic buildings, featuring beautifully landscaped gardens, historical monuments, and a tranquil atmosphere. The garden was opened to the public in 1823, making it one of Vienna's oldest public parks. It was built on the site of fortifications destroyed during the Napoleonic Wars. The park is famous for its stunning rose gardens, with over 3,000 rose bushes representing various species and cultivars. In spring and summer, the roses are in full bloom, creating a spectacular display. The Volksgarten offers lush lawns, manicured flower beds, and a central fountain, providing a peaceful and elegant retreat for visitors and locals alike. The lawns are meticulously maintained and perfectly complement the park's formal layout, designed in a style reminiscent of French gardens, offering an inviting space for relaxation and leisure. While walking on the lawns is generally prohibited to preserve their pristine condition, the pathways around them provide excellent views. The lawns are arranged symmetrically, decorated with flower beds and bushes of various shapes and forms, particularly the iconic rose gardens. This symmetry enhances the aesthetic appeal of the park. Altogether, these lawns represent an ensemble of delicate embroideries, composing a symphony of natural beauty. There are plenty of benches and shaded areas nearby, making it a perfect place to enjoy the beauty of the greenery. At the center of the park stands the neoclassical Theseus Temple, completed in 1821 by the Austro-Hungarian neoclassic architect Pietro Nobile. The temple is a striking architectural gem in Vienna. This small yet elegant structure serves as a centerpiece of the park and has significant artistic and historical value. The temple is modeled after the ancient Greek temple of Hephaestus in Athens. Its clean lines, Doric columns, and harmonious proportions are quintessential examples of neoclassical architecture. Today, the Theseus Temple serves an exhibition space for contemporary art. It regularly hosts temporary installations and exhibitions, blending classical architecture with modern creativity. It's also a popular location for romantic events, such as wedding photography. At the northern end of the park stands the Empress Elizabeth Monument, completed in 1907. At the center of the monument is a statue of a seated Empress Elizabeth, commonly known as Sisi. The statue of the Empress, which was sculpted from an 8,000-kilogram block of marble, measures 2.5 meters in height. The dedication of the monument took place in 1907 by Emperor Franz Joseph I of Austria. Across the street from the Volksgarten, toward the Heldenplatz, there's an impressive bronze sculpture. This iconic monument honors Archduke Karl of Austria, a celebrated military commander who played a pivotal role in resisting Napoleon during the early 19th century. The statue shows Archduke Karl mounted on a rearing horse, holding a flag aloft his right hand. This dynamic pose symbolizes his leadership and valor in battle. The work commemorates Karl's victory at the Battle of Aspen-Essling, which was one of the major defeats of Napoleon's forces. marking a turning point in the Napoleonic Wars. The statue was created by sculptor Anton Dominic Funkorn and unveiled in 1860. Its design was groundbreaking at the time, as it achieved a remarkable balance with the horse rearing on just two hind legs without the support of the tail. Together with the Prince Eugene of Savoy equestrian statue nearby, it highlights Austria's military history and honors its key figures. Positioned in Heldenplatz, the statue forms part of a larger historical and architectural setting, with the Hofburg Palace serving as a majestic backdrop. This statue is not only a tribute to a significant historical figure, but also an artistic achievement, symbolizing Austria's resilience and a rich heritage. To the north of the Volksgarten, situated the Burgtheater, often called the Austrian National Theatre, one of the most prestigious and iconic theaters in the world. Known for its exceptional productions, stunning architecture, and a long-standing contribution to the arts, it holds a special place in Vienna's cultural life. Founded in 1741 by Empress Maria Theresa, the Burgtheater originally served as a court theater. The Burgtheater was designed by architects Gottfried Semper and Kampfweiher von Hessenauer in the Neo-Renaissance style. Its grand facade features intricate sculptures and reliefs, including depictions of famous playwrights such as Shakespeare, Goethe, and Schiller. The Burgtheater is a leading venue for German-language theater and has hosted works by iconic playwrights. It has also been pivotal in shaping modern theater, particularly through the work of its directors and actors. To the west of Volksgarten, you will see the Austrian Parliament building, one of the city's most iconic landmarks, serving as the seat of Austrian National Council and a Federal Council. Located along the Grand Ringstraße, the building is celebrated for its monumental architecture and historical significance. Built between 1874 and 1883, the Parliament was designed by architect Theophil Hansen in the Greek Revival style, symbolizing democratic ideals rooted in ancient Greece. It has been the center of Austrian legislative power since its completion, playing a key role in the nation's governance. The building houses two houses of the Austrian Parliament, where laws are debated and passed. The Athena Fountain is a striking monument located in front of the Austrian Parliament building. It's a masterpiece of 19th century neoclassical sculpture, designed by Austrian sculptor Karl Kundermann, and built between 1893 and 1902 as part of the Parliament's overall classical theme. The fountain and its central figure of Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, emphasize the ideals of democracy, knowledge, and justice. It complements the building's Greek Revival architecture. The towering central figure is a bronze statue of Athena, standing 6 meters tall. She is adorned with a classical robe and a helmet, holding a spear in her left hand and a gilded statue of Nike in her right, representing wisdom and triumph. The pedestal of the fountain features allegorical figures representing legislative and executive powers. The exterior of the building features grand Corinthian columns and a pediment adorned with allegorical sculptures representing Austria's history. Atop the Austrian Parliament building, standing the Austrian flag. The Austrian flag is one of the oldest national flags in the world. With its design dating back to the 13th century, it features 3 horizontal stripes in the colors red, white, and red. The Austrian flag's design is said to originate from the Duchy of Austria during the late 12th century under Duke Leopold V of Austria. According to folklore, Leopold V wore a white tunic during the siege of Acre in the Third Crusade. After the battle, his tunic was drenched in blood, but when he removed his belt, a white stripe remained, inspiring the red-white-red pattern. It became a symbol of Austria's identity and was officially adopted as a national flag in the 20th century. The Austrian Parliament building is more than just a political hub. It is a symbol of Austria's democratic traditions, cultural heritage, and architectural splendor.